Every time you open your phone, something is waiting for you. A comment, a like, a notification. It feels small, almost meaningless. But inside your brain, something powerful is happening. That feeling, that tiny rush of excitement, that's dopamine. And while dopamine itself isn't bad, the way social media exploits it is. Dopamine is often called the pleasure chemical, but that's not entirely accurate. It motivates us to seek rewards like food, achievement, connection. It's really more about anticipation. And in healthy doses, that's really not that bad of a thing. But social media doesn't give us dopamine in healthy doses. It gives it to us in short, unpredictable bursts. And that's where it gets you fucked up. See, social media platforms are designed like slot machines. You following me here? You scroll, maybe you don't see anything interesting, and then out of nowhere, something validating or exciting, shocking pops up. And your brain goes, ooh, that's nice. That's called variable reinforcement. It's one of the most powerful tools in how you can become addicted to social media. And you're not addicted to the content itself. You're addicted to the dopamine because you don't know when it's going to happen. All you know is you just have to keep scrolling, and boom, it's coming. The dopamine's coming. Just keep scrolling. When dopamine spikes too often, your brain begins to adapt. So slow, meaningful work suddenly feels meaningless. Conversations are hard to keep up because your brain's gotten so used to a constant flow of dopamine, they can feel understimulating even if they aren't. Studying is painful. Reading a book, forget about it. You no longer have the focus or ability to do so because you're constantly tapping out your dopamine, swiping. It's something that it's been very hard for me to get used to. It's like you living in the same world, but everybody's slowly changing. Social media doesn't just steal time, it fractures attention. Silence feels awkward. Deep focus feels uncomfortable. Boredom feels unbearable. And the crazy part is that boredom is so important to things such as creativity, reflection. You see these posts where the teachers are saying that the kids are in class going through dopamine withdrawals. They're having to gamify learning because the whole time that they have to sit there without their phone to constantly feed them dopamine, they're going through withdrawals. Without boredom, our thoughts stay shallow. You need boredom. How many years of watering yourself down before you're less of a human? Stanford psychiatrist Anna Lemke wrote a book called Dopamine Nation. In the book, she details how dopamine originally was for survival. When we were hunter-gatherers and you didn't get to eat every day, your brain giving you pleasure when you do things is for survival. You feel good, therefore you seek out the thing and you do the thing. But back then, nobody was getting the amounts of dopamine that we're getting now. So an interesting thing happens when your brain is being spiked with so much dopamine, your brain starts producing less dopamine. Becoming addicted to dopamine from social media causes you to produce less dopamine, which means your baseline is that you're a less happy person. So, how long does it take to get yourself or your brain back to normal, back to baseline, we should say? Apparently, according to Anna Lemke, it takes about a month for your reward pathways to reset themselves. A month of dopamine fasting will make you a regular person again. Social media and extreme dopamine consumption can also affect mental health. Validation becomes quantified. You start looking at, your self-worth based on how many likes you're getting, how much engagement you're getting. And don't get it twisted. This isn't about self-control or weakness. There's whole teams of psychologists and engineers whose sole purpose is to get you hooked and keep you on the app as long as possible. The goal isn't connection. The goal is engagement. Attention is the product, and dopamine's the hook.